Hi everybody. In this video I wanted to expand a little bit on the thoughts that I have written in this introduction page for Module 2, hoping that this video will clarify some of these ideas which may be pretty new to some of you. So in the first module, of course, we dealt with rhetorical theory and applications of that theory to professional writing situations and contexts. There's a lot more that can be said about that topic, but we need to move on and begin applying the knowledge that I hope we got from the first module to more immediate sort of professional writing context situations and problems. And so, as you can read from this page, what I want us to begin thinking about is professional writing as a activity and technology. Yes, writing is a technology which mediates professional activity, professional work, and which solves problems in professional settings. So essentially what I'm asking you to think about is, and to come up with, is a view of writing and professional writing in particular, which might be different from kind of the common view of what I would call school write. So professional writing does not get done in the workplace to just submit something to someone and have it be forgotten. It is done in professional context in order to solve a problem, mediate some kind of a situation that requires an intervention, collaborate, complete a project, and so on. So in this second module, I would very much like all of us to have that view of writing, professional writing, as an activity that is used to solve practical workplace problems. Okay. Now, we're going to be working with this book, Solving Problems in Technical Communication, for the majority of this module. And I wanted to bring up the distinctions and the similarities between the terms professional writing and technical communication. Now, I wish we had a book called Solving Problems in Professional Writing, but we don't have one. And so this is sort of the closest thing that exists, which tackles a lot of the same issues, same questions, and same problems that we need to cover in a professional writing course. A lot of times, professional writing in the workplace is done in sort of contexts and realms of what other people might call technical communication. Technical communication is a term that is very broadly defined these days in the field, and it essentially includes any kind of writing or design or any visual communication which seeks to accommodate some sort of technology or professional problems to a user. And so in that sense, the terms professional writing and technical communication are very close. And even though they're not exactly congruent, they're not exactly the same, they're close enough for us to be able to use this book successfully to talk about professional writing. So one thing I want us to explore during this module is this idea of writing as problem solving. Hence I chose this book, and hence the main assignment for this module will deal with identifying and explaining an existing problem or question or issue in professional writing studies. So with that mindset, you should be able to think about every assignment, every prompt, and every discussion post in this module as something that takes you closer to that understanding of writing as a problem-solving activity. And we'll start right away working on that, obviously. As you can see, the first assignment of this module already asks you to read a couple of chapters from this book and begin thinking about writing as a problem-solving activity, and so on. I really was impressed by the quality of your work in the first module, and I hope that this high standard will continue into the second module. But if you ever run into trouble or have questions, please let me know either on the website or by coming to my office and talking to me. Again, I'm in 109 Trevor Colburn Hall. Last thing I want to mention is this. A couple of you have tried to do what I would call work ahead, i.e. posting assignments a week from the due date, 2 weeks from the due date, and in some cases even more than 2 weeks from the due date. That is not a good idea. The reason it's not a good idea is because the way this course set up is um, it's set up as a conversation among all the participants, as an interaction among all the participants. And so my hope is that the conversations that you're having on the discussion boards with your classmates, as well as with me, will inform your future thinking about future assignments and future problems and questions. Working ahead in that fashion 2 or 3 weeks in advance, or even 1 week in advance, um, prevents you from using that feedback, that ongoing conversation feedback that you receive from your classmates to formulate ideas, to articulate ideas. It may be more efficient for you to just keep, working ahead and posting things, but it really is detrimental to your learning and your success in this course, I would say. This is not just a course where you submit a bunch of assignments to me, I read them and say something to you back about them. This is a class which is built on interactions, which is built on scaffolded assignments. The next assignment comes out of the previous one, and so on. So please resist that temptation to kind of just post a bunch of stuff and then sit back for a couple of weeks. This is not how it's going to work here. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you very much, and I look forward to the next post by you. Bye-bye.